How's everyone doing today? Hope you're all fantastic, wonderful day. We're gonna jump right back here into some more hardcore Project Infinity. Let's go ahead and jump in here. Boom. Boom. Do-do-do. Boom. 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 Alright, in the last stream, we managed to get an extended inscriber set up, and we started doing our auto crafting setup as well. Not done by any means. We also did expand out here, and we have a drawer controller set up with all of these that's automatically going into there when we need it, so it's all good there. Now I do want to move the system over to this platform so we can kind of free up the center of the base. We also managed to make it to the Nether, and we have our diamond jetpack here with a separate in and out wireless network. So yeah, good progress was made. But yeah, I do want to move this out here so it's not smack dab in the middle of the base. I am going to turn off the jetpack for now. We don't need it on right now. Okay. First, let's make a wrench. We're completely out. Oh, we're out of power because the jetpack just took it. I think what happened there? That was weird. We're charging on the out. Okay, I think I just need to set a priority of 100 on there. That should fix that. That shouldn't happen again now. Alright. Wrench. Nice. And that'll make moving all this stuff a little bit easier. Dodo. 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 Alright, we'll smooth the base system for now. Dodo. Dodo. There we go. Crafting. Encoding. It is kind of a waste to have this right next to the system, but we can move that later. Dome. Let's get our flex point moved. Dome. I don't want to move too much of this at once because it's going to make a mess. Let's go ahead and grab some cable here. Dome. Do-do-do-do-do. Dome. Do-do-do-do-do. 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 Set up this again. Okay. Everything's set to 64. Good. And auto export on. Do-do. Put our blank patterns in. Do-do. We will refine this a little bit more. I'm just moving all this for now to get everything back up and online. Do. Do-do. So what's that? Must have been connected to this furnace. Doom, doom, doo, 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 doo. Yeah, we did tap out our power. Do, 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 do. Alright, I believe we made some flux ducts though. Yeah, we have a couple. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. So if that's the case, this doesn't need to be right here. I mean, obviously, same thing with that, but we'll just put that there for now. Put that there. Do-do. Do-do. We will need access to the bottom side of this. So we're gonna go vertical here with power. Need to leave the bottom open. That part there is fine. So, okay, good. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Okay, the only other thing gonna move is this guy. Want to move him as close to the center as possible without being on the main island. Storage bus. 100. Do, 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 do. Nice, everything still links. Do, do, do. for now. Put that there. That'll work. And then, yeah, like I was saying, this is kind of a waste here. So even if we just did something like that, that would be better. Then we still have some stuff here. We can put a dense cable here, and then we can branch off or whatever. Alright, but I think... yeah, these don't receive power through this cable. That's right, I forgot about that. This one does, these ones don't. Very odd. So if that's the case... we can put the charger there. See about making some more flux ducts. Nice. Right, that changes this whole thing though as well, so then... I don't know, it's very haphazard right now, but... that's okay for now. Alright, let me see about getting more pattern terminals. We're out of flux. Certus. We can easily get more quartz, no problem. Magnet off. Magnet on. Dome. Dome. And now we're out of quartz, so we can't make anything. Okay. It's fine. Power. Just charging back up. Okay, I'm just looking for quartz. No gas here. Do do do. Okay. Even 2 will get us a good start. Of course, we will have to get some cable to connect these, but that's fine. Do do do. Eat some bread. Okay, these are all gonna go in there. That one. Except we need to change that, and our silicon is a different one. Do, 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 do. Okay, that's do. That one. That one. Okay. Go ahead and sleep. And then next we want more patterns. There we go, that brought that online. Couple more acceleration cards. That'll help out. Alright, we're going to need more charge. More quartz. More redstone. Magnet off. Magnet on. Two more. One goes there, one goes there. One more. One more. Do-do-dum, do-dum, do-do-dum, do-dum. And then this is 5. Dome. Dome. Power problems. Dome. I just gotta fill this up first. There it goes. Nice. Doom, doom. Okay, we should probably look at solar panels. And then we're also gonna want an extended pattern. Dome, 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 dome. That'll help out. Dome. 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 Unfortunately, though. That's actually where we want it. Dome. 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 Alright, let's get... see, how many channels? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We've used 4 so far. Like I said, if we move this over to a dense, it'd be fine. Do that. Do. Perfect. There you go, shear some sheep. Easy enough. There we go. Now, I'm not exactly sure how this works, since we're daisy chaining like this. Are we still limited by our channels here? So we're still limited to 8 on that line? I think that's how that works. Import bus. Oops. Dum dum dum. Import boss. We're gonna need another pattern provider. We might as well do an extended one. Dum dum dum. All right. Okay, now it's called raw. Do do do. I just need normal gold ore. Okay, we'll go back to copper. There, copper's fine. Type in gold. Do 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 do. Okay. Pinky, how's it going? Welcome back. Working on a little bit of automation. So we have those three. Yeah, this morning, probably. Aluminum. I'm not sure which one specifically I already have. So let's we have iron already done, copper's already done. This is aluminum. Lead. Tin. osmium, zinc, nickel. Looks like it for now. Okay, so silver. Done. Aluminum. Done. Lead. Bum 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 bum. Done. Tin. Do. Do raw tin. Do. Done. Do. Osmium. Done. Zinc. Done. Nickel. Out of patterns. Doom, bo do do doom. Okay. Easy. Don't have to set up smelting recipes for those as well. But yeah, as far as this morning's stream, all that you may have missed was getting the basic energy cube, with splitting up our power networks, as well as getting back into auto crafting. We did make it over to the Nether, have a wavestone over there. I expanded out our sieving stuff. We have a drawer controller with everything linked. I think that's pretty much it. And we have a diamond jetpack. Okay, next we need smelting recipes. This is gonna have to be transformed over into an extended. Okay, if we pull this, substitute in a cable for now. Well, that's unfortunate. That's alright, we'll just have an extra provider. I meant to put that in the system so I'd use it, but that's fine. Okay, now if I look at raw, we'll just do use, smelting, that, use, smelting, that, use, smelting, that, aluminum, smelting, that, zinc, smelting, that, tin, nickel, lead, copper, and one more pattern for iron. Nice. Auto split is on. Input output or input output is on. The rain is terrible. Okay, so all of our ingots are automated. We could add in one more recipe here for Fluix dust. Dome. Dome. 10 quartz. 10 charged. And that. Very nice. Dome. Okay. Automation. Back up and running. The only thing we need to add to the automation is our power stuff. I would really like to get rid of this rain. It's no fun. We need another pattern provider. This time, just a normal one. Doo-doo-doo. And an importer. Import bus, rather. Now this might over channel us. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's... We're pretty much... Oh, it says 8. Why does it say 8? What's my 8th channel? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, the, disk drive. We could move the disk drive up front if we wanted to. It's fine for now. All this is gonna get moved eventually. All this will get moved eventually. At power. Energized steel. Blazing crystal. Ionic crystal. Spirited crystal. Nitro crystal. Ender quartz. 10 more patterns. That's done. That's done. That's done. All good there. That there. Okay. Gonna need some more patterns. Okay, apparently I'm completely out of service. Get rid of this awful rain. Awful rain. So that's all fine. That's gonna go in there. These are all crafting. Dome, dome. I don't know what this is on the side. let's see about getting an auto hammer set up. And I should be able to set a recipe for it. Or a few recipes, rather. Only problem is we're out of Certus, so we can't make any more patterns. So I do need dust for now, or sand, or gravel, or cobble. Okay. Do, 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 do. But yeah, then we have recipes for all of these. I still have yet to make a backpack as well. I guess? Yeah, I don't have a backpack yet. We'll keep a stack of that. We'll just keep a stack of everything, I guess. And actually, we need the sand for the service. Dome, dome, dome. Okay, now I should be able to make some patterns. Okay, I think it automatically put it in there for some reason on that one. Alright, so we have all the patterns there. We're trying to make patterns for the dust. That's right. That's right. Okay, so if I go to gravel. That. Sand. That. And dust. That there. Okay. And we do need a provider. We could take this a step further and do downcrafting as well. Think we might as well. There's gravel. Just want normal sand. Just normal sand. Where's my sand? Okay, so this, that's all crafting. That's processing. Dust. Okay. Okay, give me a provider. Just a normal one. Out of quartz, that's fine. Engine on. Doom. Doom, doom, doom. Do, 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 do. Doom, doom. Engine off. Da 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 da. Okay, provider. Now the only thing is, I think this is gonna need an importer as well. Do do do. And it's also gonna mean cable. Do 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 do. So put those in there. Oh, it needs power as well. Yeah, I forgot about that. And we're tapped out on this right side. Kind of. We can run a cable over off of this and this way. We can also just, like I said earlier, move that to the front. That frees up a channel. We're still gonna need power on it though. I need power and a cable both. So I guess here? But that taps it out, right? Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, so... Okay. It's gonna be weird, but if I get more dense cable... Get back inside, chicken. We could also just raise the door to this, like, up, and then we don't have to worry about the animals escaping. That'd be the easy solution there. Missing one. Doom, doo, doom, doo, doom. Yeah, since we have flight now, we can literally just put like the entrance like up here. Do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, 3 emergency cables. If I run this, something like that. Do do. I get normal cable. That link there is fine. This is not needed. Hook those up. We don't need to link this on this side either. Bring this own channel. Okay, that gives us a little bit more leeway there. Let's hook that up like that. It's not getting power right now because our jetpack is. Pull the jetpack off. Eventually this should start receiving power. There it goes. Okay, now that we've done all of that, I can swap this guy out for another extended. Doom, 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 doom. Get a little bit more pattern space there. And okay, I need dust. It actually was not dust I needed. I'm just used to it being dust. I need sand. Do 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 do. You have compressed sand. What? Oh, it's a different. Okay. Do 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 do. I don't even know where that compressed sand came from. Do 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 do. But yeah, short of just fully setting up an auto sieve and just auto exporting all the time, I don't know how you would set this up with the auto sieve. Like, you're not going to target what you're trying to get, is my point. Alright, let's get more patterns. We're going to set up patterns for the solar panels. Do doom do do do. Do do doom. Okay, nice. Now, solar. That one. That one. So, solar panel 1 is done. Solar panel 2. Solar panel 3. Theoretically done. We could set that recipe as well. As well as boom, boom, boom.
Two packs of sweets in me now.
SDJ, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's the sound of money. How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Just actually woke up. You must have taken a nap or something, right? Isn't it? Right? I don't know. Like, look, I'm not good with time zones, alright? That hasn't been obvious yet. Solar panels. Oh, it's 2 p.m., yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you probably... I don't know. What, you took a nap? Just had a little sleep for like 4 days? Yeah, got you. Got you. Okay, that's all good. That's all good. Solar panel 4. Fuck. That one there. Yeah, so if you missed it, we got some automation stuff set back up. Originally our system was over here. I just moved it all over here. We got our diamond jetpack. We have our energy cube. We have our in and out power channels. So we're almost back up to where we were last time. This time I did set up an auto hammer. So this has recipes for the various things, so I can always request those if needed be. Did you get any hole-in-ones while you're out, SDJ? Load 'em. Load 'em. Instead of a vanilla Olay, there should be a 1-block. Oh, instead of a vanilla playthrough, it should be a 1-block playthrough. Your grandpa had 3? Nice. You didn't get a single one? You had 1 job. I gave you 1 task while you were out there. Come on. Nah, just kidding. Just kidding. Oh crap. That one. That one. That one. Totem. This one. This one. That one. Doodle. That one. There's something I'm missing here. We have that. We have that. Quartz blocks. Okay. So if I request up, it tells me what I'm missing at least. Tells me what I'm missing at least. I was really expecting just this. Also, why is that smoky quartz? Why is that smoky quartz? I specifically said not smoky quartz. What? Block of quartz. Block of quartz. Okay, try that again. Try that again. Okay. At least got rid of that part. Okay, yeah. Obsidian, lapis, yeah. A bunch of sifting, basically, and then some growing. But we're going to go and take a quick 5-minute break before we grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack, get up, stretch, and I'll be right back. Alright, let's hop back in here. Boom. Dodum. Dodum. SDJ, what was your over-under like? Did you at least get a decent score? That's all I know about golf, sorry. Golf terms. Dodum, 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 dodum. 8 over through 18. So you're 8 over through 18 holes? Got you. It's not too bad. I think. I don't know. Doom, doom. Quite good for you? Well, that's good. That's good. You're about 40 over? Yeah. I've actually been watching a golf show. It's supposed to be a comedy. I don't know how funny it is, but it's a new show on Netflix with Will Ferrell, which is why I'm watching it, because it has Will Ferrell. That's all I got. I can't remember what it was called. Something The Hawk. The Hawk, I think is what it's called. We need to set up automation for this guy as well. So power's fine there. We want input output there, auto output, that's fine. And then on the front, we want the extras. Okay, but first, or do this properly, I'm gonna need a provider. Doom, doom. I'm going to need a barrel. Just a plain barrel. I'm gonna need at mechanism logisticals. Right. Okay, yeah, we haven't done anything with mechanism yet. We haven't done anything with mechanism. Well, we've done a little bit, but not enough. Iron. Give me 2 of those. Yeah, I don't know. Like, maybe I don't understand the humor. It's fine. Jetpack is now fully charged. That guy is backing up on power. Doo-doo. 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 I'm pretty sure these should automatically go in there. Yeah, it's weird. If you click in and you have patterns in here, they automatically get pulled in. Doom, 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 doom. Steel. It's not steel dust. Is it this? Is this what we're getting? Yes. Steel blend from thermal. Well, let's do it that way. There we go. Nice. Then I think the other one is osmium and redstone. Then we can get our logistical transporters. Sorry, did I not say the front? I meant the front. There we go. Oh, the output. Yeah, this is not gonna work. Is it? No. Input there. Output there. Then we're going to barrel there. Put that there. Doom. Cable there. And then we want a configurator. Doom. Pull. That's not gonna work. The output needs to be on the right side. Huh? I don't know if I changed the I don't know what I did there. So I don't know, that was weird. There we go. Like that. Make sure all this is set up. Front is extra. Okay, that should work. We can start setting up recipes now. Boom. That. That. No. That's our steel. Where is this? No. That one there. And now our alloys. At least that alloy. At least that one to start with. See if we can get one made. Looks like it's working. Should have made two though, because that's two different lines. Make sure it comes back in. Nice. Dome. And with these mechanism cabling, you can upgrade them directly in place. You do not have to pick them up. Makes it very nice. Okay, and then for any other alloy, we're gonna need the enrichment chamber. Dome. Dome. Boom. But now, if I go back to originally what I was doing, we go to at mechanism, we can look at the pipes. Doo-dum. Then we just gotta wait for those to come in. I like how it's smart enough just to sit there. And then it should end up over here at the end to get smelted up. Nice. Nice. Get one of those. Very nice. Okay, now we can set this guy up. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do this. I'm gonna want to come out the front, I know that much. And then that's gonna end up in there. We're gonna change this to configure fluids. Okay, that's all good. And then we're gonna come out the side. Disconnect that part. Put our barrel there. Set that to pull. And then here we should get obsidian. Here we should get a barrel full of lava. Very nice. We can widen that platform a bit, so it's easier to walk. That's good enough, I would say. But now, if we want obsidian, right click, right click, right click. Just grab a whole bunch. And then just like before, we can set up a drawer here with a pulling upgrade to automatically pull it in. But I don't necessarily want to do that yet. Okay, now if I go back to my solar. Okay, we have the obsidian, we just need the clay. So in order to get the clay, kind of a similar story. We can set up an aqueous extractor there. Aqueous accumulator, my bad. Boom. And I would like to make some more fluid pipes. Should be coming in. Okay, it's making the last steel now. Speed and energy upgrades for this would be great. Boom. One of those. Boom. That is wonderful. Dang, I need more. Dum dum dum. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Dum dum dum. Gotta wait for that to get done, then once it gets done, then I can make the bucket. Doom, 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 doom. This is where I need another crafting CPU, and then I can have co-processing units. Dum, da-dum, da-da-da-dum. Okay. There we go. Do, 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 do. Alright, we got a bunch of clay now. Okay, so this... we should set up recipes, or we could, like I said, at one point I was talking about changing these over to compacting drawers. But compacting drawers mess up the recipes. Now, we'll just add in another recipe to craft all those up. Dome. Get some more Certus here. Dome. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then, as I was saying before, as long as I don't look at it and I wait for it to get done, when I open up the pattern terminal, these patterns should automatically go in there. Just like that. Dome, do, do, dome. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six. Actually, no, these are the recipes that break it. Okay, hold on. These are the recipes that break it if I use a compacting drawer. So I can use compacting drawers. I just can't do these recipes. This was the problem last time. Okay. I remember now. So I put those back. Clear that. Give me compacting drawers. So here, just at the background, no worries. I appreciate you hanging out and being here. For real. Okay, chests. No, I don't want to use mineral. Keeps wanting me to use mineral, and I don't want to use mineral. Okay, that's fine. Now back to compacting. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. I think this works. As long as we don't have the patterns for crafting the other bits, I think this works. Why do I not have an axe? Surely I've had to add an axe at some point. I got one now. Okay, so now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 tall. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2. Do 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 do. No. I really need to turn my speed down. This is insane. Turn that throttle way down to be a little bit more appropriate for when I'm building. So we can always turn it back up when we need to. Dope. Okay, copper. Iron. I don't have one for gold? Huh. I feel like I should have had one for gold. Make sure those all look different. They do. Dum, 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 dum. No duplicates. No duplicates. Okay. Dum. Walk, 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 walk. Clear those out. If I look at gold, compacting drawer. Do 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 dum do dum. There we go. Okay, now back up into solar territory. Okay, it is gonna tell me exactly what's going on now. Good. Good. So, I'm going to need a bunch of gravel. Dome. Let's do another round to be safe, and then we'll check again. 2 rounds each. 2 rounds check, 2 rounds check. Yeah, you're still growing, just very slowly. We can always speed that up by ourselves. Alright, let's do solar again. Okay, we still need a lot more iron. Give me 128. Do 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 do. Doom, 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 doom. Check it again. The amount of iron this needs is absolutely insane. Gravel. Eventually we're gonna run out of this and it's gonna have to make more. Not that big of a deal. Not that big of a deal. We could enchant these meshes as well. That would help out. Problem is, we don't have a lot of levels. I would have to set up some sort of mob farm to easily farm levels. Okay, check it again. 81 only. At this point, I'll just do it this way. So grab all the remaining gravel. Doom. Do 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 do. Okay, we have enough iron now. We do need redstone. That's going to be dust. That's going to be dust. Should get quite a bit from this. And we could set up Mystical, you know, like we could use Mystical to automate this as well. And I probably will do eventually. Because eventually we're going to need a mass amount of resources, and the best way of doing that's going to be Mystical Ag. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, doom. Alright, that should be quite a bit. Doubt it's enough, but it should be a good start. Yeah, still need 111 there. One thing I have not considered is if we come in here, we could pull these and save some resources. We're gonna have a small energy buffer with our jetpack. And we know we're probably gonna need more slime anyway, so we might as well get that. Dome. Easy enough. All right, let's go ahead and take our jetpack out, pop it into here on the minus, come in here, pull these, pop back through, put these into this. I don't know if that's gonna work. Yeah, the problem is, because these are holding power... Okay, I think I know what I need to do. I need to... For jetpack on, turn it on. Hover for a bit. Fly around, whatever. This will expend energy from our system that we can use our solar panels to put back in. To try to drain them. Do-do. 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 These each are holding around 2 million. Is that right? Holy cow. So we really need to drain this. This holds 30. So we need to drain this one completely. So drain that one completely and then get this down to about 26 would do it. And then hopefully it'll be nighttime and then the solar panels won't try to recharge. Imagine doing this when your battery is like one of the bigger ones. Would have sucked. I don't know if having the throttle higher will burn more energy or not. Looks like it is. So is this drained now? Okay, this is now drained. Which means our system should be down as well. So that's fine. Do-do-do. This jetpack's almost too efficient with its power usage. Do-do-do. That was scary. Because that also opens up a menu. I don't know if just putting blocks over on top of the solar panels, I don't know if that will prevent them from charging, or if it's literally the time of day that'll make an impact. Little flyby egg collection. Here's the bottom of the island. Man, I'm really trying to use up this energy. I'm holding shift and space at the same time right now to stay at the same Y level. At least that's the goal. I am slowly still going down though. I think the Emerald Jetpack is like the hover mode. There's no loss in altitude. The sun's setting. Looks like the sun is setting. Or, yeah. Slowly. Slowly getting around there. Doom. Okay, we're down to 26 mil. I want to go a little bit extra. Let's go 25 mil. Let's go 25 mil. Trying to eat up a little bit more time so the sun can set. Okay, the sunset. Alright, we're down 25 mil. Our system is offline. I just need actual night to hit. We want to completely drain this. That should help drain it as well. Okay, light level is 0. We just need this to drain. before daytime. Okay, that one's drained. That one is now draining. So now if you look at solar, yeah, it goes into there because it doesn't have any power. So it doesn't have any metadata. All good. Right now we're basically force filling the jetpack. We could set a priority here on 100. And that will fill up the furnace. So basically our jetpack is the last thing that will receive power. That's how it's going to receive that. Doom, doom. Alright, come on. There it is. And now we can take the jetpack off. And this guy is going to become our battery while we're making these. Still need more redstone. Dang it. Not much, though. Not nearly as much. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, doom, doom. All right, I think that might be enough. There it is. Solar panel 6. Now we just gotta hope it gets done before the jetpack runs out of energy, and it should. There should be no fear there about that happening. We can go ahead and sleep, get rid of the ring. No reason not to now. Bottleneck is right here. It would probably be better if I set up multiple of these, like one for each ore, for example, but even then, this is still incredibly slow. So you might want like multiple per ore. Doom, doom, doom. Now, nicely, we do have sand and all that automated already. I don't know if it used it or not. Looks like it might have. Looks like it might have used it. Down to 25 mil. in the jetpack. Will it get done in time? That is the question. No, it is using the hammer, isn't it? Oh, it is. Very nice. Good thing we set that recipe up. So it says it's going to take 5 minutes. Of course, it doesn't exactly know. It doesn't know how to calculate the time frame, really, because of this guy. Because you don't know exactly how much iron you're going to get from this. So I would take whatever time you see with a grain of salt. Could add in a speed augment with this, I think. Yeah, speed augment is green. Does require stone to make though, so I should have made that first, but that's fine. It's almost all the way through the iron at least. It actually, according to this, says it has enough. So whatever's coming out of here is just going to be extra. Still trying to make more sand, it looks like. More glass. Jetpack's at 22 mil. Now I could have done this a little safer. I could have just requested like the next tier up rather than going all the way straight for the one I want. But I think we're going to be fine on power. I hope so. I hope so. Okay, it's still getting a few more of those. And it looks like once the glass gets smelted, that's the last thing it's waiting on. Okay, so the sand part is done. It's just waiting on the glass. It's going ahead and crafting up some of these, which is nice. It's nice to see that it's smart enough to do different things while it's waiting on other parts. Okay, all the glass is done. Looks like it's melting some stone, perhaps? Oh, it's almost done. It's just doing the last bits of the crafts. Doom. Yeah, we managed not to use all of our wood then. Hmm. Do-do-dum. We still have some iron left over as well. Looks like we saved quite a bit of resources by grabbing the old solar panels and draining them. Definitely seemed like a smart move. Do-dum. Dum. Do-dum. And we just upgraded to get a whole bunch more power. Kind of. We're still limited right now by the input output of our energy cube. We're still limited by the input output of our energy cube. This has a max input output of 1.6. So we will have to upgrade this if we want to fully realize the max power there. But for now, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break. Feel free to grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack. I'll be right back. Alright, let's get back in here. Sorry about that. I needed to use the restroom and stretch. Okay. So, it's nighttime. Not that it matters anymore, but I'll sleep anyway. Yeah, that's all fine. We need to upgrade our energy cube. Now, the way I would like to handle that is if I look at the energy cubes. We can basically, we're also going to need the enrichment chamber for this. That's going to be a deal. We're going to have to set up a slight automation for that as well. Let's go ahead and get that first. Clear that. I just want this. This is where the co-processing unit would be great. Plus another CPU. Speed and energy upgrades would go good as well. Bottom. Okay, I will finish the steel casing, but after that, I'm gonna make a co-processing unit and another crafting processor. So we don't have to keep waiting on one machine all the time. Also, recipes for the speed and energy upgrades for this would be great as well. But we are going to need a sag mill for that, I believe. Or not a sag mill, a crusher. So we can actually get the crusher set up as well. Dome. No, okay. We have the steel for that, that's fine. Alright, let's look at a co-processing unit. Set up a recipe for that. Give me one. Dome. Okay. Put one there. Give me another 16K if we can swing whatever my biggest one is. Yeah, 16K. Can we swing it? Okay, we need some sand and dust. Sifting real quick. Dome, 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 dome. So just the speed of this being very slow. I think if we upgraded this with efficiency or something, this would go faster. But I would want an Aldemodium hammer that's unbreakable before I start doing that. No, not 54. 64. Alright. Surely with this much, we should have what we need for the 16K. Maybe not, actually. Something I could do. come in here. Here. No, it's not. It's an issue with this one. We come in here, do this, say substitution enabled. That should be fine. Okay, yeah, now it's just the redstone. Okay. Doo-doo-doo. There we are. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I'm out of coffee and I'm sad. Or I guess I'm just sad that I'm out of coffee. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not sad. Alright, 16k. Nice. Do-do-do-do. Okay, and then we need a crafting unit, of course. Okay. Do, 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 do. I think if we put some acceleration cards in here, might help the import speed a little bit. Not gonna worry about that right now. Okay, if I try that again. Nice. Another 16k. Co-processing unit. There we are. So the co-processing unit allows it to do simultaneous crafting. But you need another processor every time you're going to do that. So now we go back to the enrichment chamber. Start that, and then start that. Steel casing. Need redstone. No, we don't. Or do we? Guess we do. We're gonna need it anyway. That's fine. And then before we start fighting the wither and stuff again, we're gonna want better food. I'm pretty sure that was our problem last time, was our food that we used. The bread just wasn't nourishing enough to fight off the withering status. Or we can actually set up a better box. We can set up a better containment box for it as well. Okay, enrichment chamber. Okay, that's gonna get going with that. Press up a couple more there. We can do that now. If we look at the crafting status, you can see both of them are working at the same time. Although, because the craft was for the same item, we did confuse our system a little bit. But that's no problem. Alright. Enrichment chamber, done. Crusher. Nice. So we're getting the iron and the glass at the same time. You love to see it. You love to see it. Chamber's done. We just need a couple of buckets as well of good old lava. Doo-dum, doo-dum, doo-dum. Doo-dum, doo-dum. We could do the same thing here. Instead of a tank, we could use a fluid drawer, and then our system would be able to access that lava as well. And then same thing here, we could add in a fluid drawer like here, per se. Remove this line, move the cable there, and then connect it to our system, and then it would be able to access the water as well. Do, 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 do. Alright, where we at? On the crusher. Steel casing and crusher as well. Lovely. We are going to need 2 pattern providers. Do-dum, 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 do-dum. And then both of these can import output or input output through one, so yeah, that's it. That's all we need. All we need now. Come around here. Let's figure out. I want to set this up. So we have dents here. So this line here somehow is using 7 channel because of this. If we get an anchor, we can actually separate that out a little bit better. Doom, doom. Doom, doom, doom. Anchor that. That should be fine. Come back here. Now we're only using 6 channels, which is perfect. So we want to tap into the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's, yeah, there's the 6 that it's using. This guy here is counting this, so we subtract 6. It's only using 4 channels on this side, but we don't really have space to add in there. This is going to be our best area here to add in. Currently. So enrichment and crusher. Pattern provider, pattern provider. That and that. Energy. Input, output. Energy. Input, output. And then, yeah, if we tap into 1, 2, 3. Not exactly sure where the fourth is being used. We tap in over here, though. Do 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 do. Do do. Da 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 da. Just gotta make the sand first. Okay. There, that should come online. This should have went up. Yeah, so 6 there and 6 there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Yeah, I'm still curious where one of the channels that it's talking about is. But it's okay. It's okay. Turn that off. Okay. Now we have the enrichment and crusher. If we're looking at our alloys. This guy, this guy. This requires crushed diamonds. Nice. This requires refined obsidian dust, which requires obsidian dust. Obsidian dust is going to go into enrichment chamber. Refined obsidian dust is going in here. So this is that. This is that. And then we just need the alloys themselves. So this is taking two diamond dust. And this is taking 4 of those. Now, we want to upgrade the energy cube. We have the advanced, the elite, and the ultimate. We might as well set up recipes for those, because we're going to be needing a lot of them. Alright. So energy, that guy, and that guy. Do 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 do. Once those crafts get done, should be able to upgrade this in the next tier. Do 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 do. While we're waiting, speed upgrade. Osmium dust. energy upgrade. Is gold dust. Do. Doom. 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 Waiting on the last one there. Advanced energy cube. Okay, before we do any more of that, speed. Oh, yeah. Output. Need redstone. Doo-doo. Dodo. 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 Give me 8 speeds. Dodo. Dodo. It's still all being handled by one processor, so then we could also probably do 8 energy. Yeah. Get him simultaneous crafting there. Do. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Of course, we can't see the progress of that guy. Maybe. Can I get underneath? If I can get underneath, then we should be able to see. Yeah, there's a crusher. Nice. We'll probably upgrade the crusher first, or maybe the infuser. I don't know. Guess we'll do the infuser first. Dodo. Dodo. It's gonna use a little bit more power right now, but then once we get the energy upgrades in it, it'll even out. Dodo. Dodo. Dodo dodo. Wait on the gold dust, it looks like. Dodo. 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 Alright, next we'll upgrade the crusher. Nice. Okay, let's get speed. Need more redstone, okay. We can also make the factory upgrades, which will essentially give them multiple slots, just like our Emerald Furnace, to allow them to do multiple processes at the same time. But it does use a lot more power to do that. Okay, 8 of those. 8 of those. Dodo. 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 Okay. And then now we have the enrichment chamber to do. Should hopefully happen faster though. Need a bit more redstone. Nice. Alright, there's our enrichment. Do-dum, do-dum. Do-dum. Do-dum, do. Next, we'll upgrade these. I just want to get the enrichment chamber done first. Okay. Very nice. Alright, I need 2 of those. Do-dum, do-dum. Done and done. Slap that, slap that. And 2 of those. Very nice. Do-dum, do-dum, do-dum. Okay, now should have sped up the whole process. Making these in a lot more reasonable time. Dum, dum, dum. Elite energy cube. Top is output. Get some more redstone. Might have to, nope. Can't really accelerate that, so that's about as fast as I can go. Dun, dun. Nice. Ultimate energy cube done. Max input output is 102,000 RF per tick. Which means these are gonna, yeah, these are gonna get drained. I think right now the limitation is the flux ducts. If we had straight plugs on this, yeah. The flux ducts look like they're limited to about 16k per each. If we had something else there, it would probably be faster. So for instance, like mechanism energy cables. There it is, universal. Doo-doo. And last but not least, yeah, this is gonna go a lot faster. Inputs at the max of 4,000 now. Very nice. Next thing we could do, if we really wanted to, is swap all of these. Which, I don't really see a reason why not to. Doom. Not to mention, it also just gives us a slight more buffer in these machines. Very nice. Definitely worthwhile upgrades. think we should be able to reclaim our string. Yep. Then we get our drying basin and some flesh. We can get our leather without even having to sacrifice any cows. Do-dum, 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 do-dum. Doom. 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 Diamond backpack. Doom. We're gonna have to do some crop growing. Carrots and melons. I don't think we have either. Surprisingly, we do have carrots. We do not have melons. Or to get melon seeds. We don't even have these seeds. It's crazy. Need to use a string mesh with some dirt. Do dum da da do. Do dum da da do. Now it looks like we got it the first time there. Yeah. I would like to at least get 2, just in case. You never know what's gonna happen. There it is. Boom. Do I have a hoe? I should. No. Do do. No. No. Get a few of these. Just to be safe. Okay. Do-do. Glistening melon. Golden carrots. Golden apple. Feeding upgrade. Might as well get the advance, it's cheap enough. Alright, the only thing we gotta do now is test that. Okay, it did feed me the bread. I guess that's fine. And then the big thing there is just to come up with a better food solution than bread. Because bread is not fulfilling pretty much at all. Let's see here. We could grow a bunch of melons and use golden melons. Golden carrots might be better. Okay, now might as well set a recipe, really. Yeah, that's gonna be our combat food. But alright, we made a lot of good progress in today's stream. We're gonna go ahead and leave it off there for today. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you're following the stream over on Twitch and subscribed over on YouTube. I'll see you guys all next time.